Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today in this video, we will be discussing how to configure and launch an EC2 instance at AWS for free up to 1 year. EC2 or Elastic Compute Cloud is a cloud computer instance that works just like your personal computer. You may use it to host a website or web application or integrate it with your other AWS services like EBS volume for data storage or a database like RDS. One of the key features of EC2 is its elasticity. EC2 allows you to scale your computational capacity up or down as per your requirement. You can also increase or decrease the number of instances you are using within minutes. It offers a wide range of instance types optimized for various workloads, such as compute optimized, memory optimized, and storage optimized instances. You can choose the instance type that best fits your application's needs. EC2 also provides high availability and reliability by distributing instances across multiple available zones within a region. This ensures that your applications remain available and responsive even in the event of hardware failures or disruptions in a single availability zone. It offers various security features, including virtual private clouds or VPCs, security groups, and network access control lists or ACLs to help you secure your instances and data. EC2 integrates seamlessly with other AWS services such as Amazon S3, Relational Database Services or RDS, and Lambda, enabling you to build highly scalable and reliable applications. It can be easily managed using AWS Management Console, command line tools, or APIs, making it simple to launch, configure, and monitor your instances. From the price point of view, EC2 follows a pay-as-you-go pricing model where you will only pay for the resources you use. However, reserved instances and spot instances offer further cost-saving options. So, without further ado, let's dig in. We will first start by visiting the AWS website, aws.amazon.com/free, where all the free tier services of AWS are categorized. So let's go there and we will immediately see this Amazon EC2 option that says 750 hours per month free, and it is available for the first 12 months. As we can see that um, maximum utilization that could be possible for 1 hour, 1 month is up to 744 hours. So if we just use only one instance, we will never reach the monthly threshold, definitely. So let's select the Amazon EC2 and then we will get started with Amazon EC2. So it took us directly to the EC2 dashboard because we already have created the AWS account. If you didn't, it will ask you to create the account first. Now, at this EC2 dashboard, we see that there is no instance running. So to create one and launch it, we will click this launch instance option. It will take us to this page where we can configure the instance and then launch it. So let's configure our instance. We will first give our instance a name. Let's say web server. So the site that I am going to launch today is service.analyticalman.com. That's why, in short, SAM, that's I'm going to use as the name for this instance. but you are free to use whatever name you prefer. Then we will be selecting the operating system for our instance. Here we can see that the Ubuntu operating system is a free tier eligible one, and it is good enough for us for this tutorial. So we will keep the Ubuntu operating system selected here. Then we will be selecting the instance type. The free tier T2 micro instance is already selected here, as we can see. However, there are many other instances available to choose from, which may not be free tier eligible. However, and there is one point to mention here that the 2 micro instance itself is not very powerful. It only has one virtual CPU with 1 gigabyte of memory. It has 3.3 gigahertz clock speed of the processor, and the processor itself is Intel Xeon family processor of Core i3 architecture. Therefore, it is not significantly powerful to host a very large website or an application. However, it is good enough to host a small scale application or a blog site or a portfolio website, things like that. Small stuff. So then we can go to create or select a key pair. We will be selecting key pair if there is already created some, or we will be creating a new one. We will give the key pair a name. Let's say SAM web service. And we will be able to download that particular key. So the key pair is important to perform remote SSH or accessing to the instance remotely from your PC. And this will allow us to connect to the instance using SSH. The key that we downloaded is our own private key. Now we will go to the network setting option. Here we will be creating the security groups. The first one, which is already selected, is allow SSH traffic from anywhere. We can keep it as it is, although it is not the safest option. There are other options which are available from here, which will only restrict your current IP address of the PC that you are currently using to access through SSH. Or you can also select or insert your target IP address, which you will allow to SSH to this instance. However, for simplicity, we are now keeping it as it is. We are also selecting this allow HTTPS traffic from internet and allow HTTP traffic from internet. These are important as we will be hosting the website. So we will need to allow HTTP and HTTPS traffic so that people can search by our domain name and can connect to our server. Then finally, we will be configuring the storage by boosting the storage capacity up to 30 gigabyte because up to 30 gigabyte is under the free tier eligibility. So we can increase it up to this point. And that's it. Once all configuration are set, you can check the summary from the summary tab over at the right hand side. You have the operating system selected as Ubuntu. The instant type itself is T2 micro. You have the storage configured to 30 gigabyte as our EBS volume, and that's it. We will now create launch instance. It will take a couple of seconds to execute, and as we can see that it has successfully initiated. Now we can click at the ID of the instance and it will take us to the EC2 dashboard back. Here we can see the instance is status still pending, so refresh it a bit and now it is running. If we select this instance, we will be able to check some of those details that we already configured, like the storage will show us the EBS volume details. The monitoring will show you different metrics like CPU utilization, network in, network out, etc. As we just launched the instance, there is no much data to plot, but after a couple of hours, you will be able to see all these graphs. And of course, you will be having your public IPv4 address, which you can link to your domain address, domain name, so that people can search by your domain and they will be able to connect to the server. Finally, we are ready to connect to our instance. To connect to our instance, we will simply click this connect option over here and it will take us to this page. So as you can see, there are many ways to connect to our EC2 instance, and the SSH client is one of the most useful ones. This will allow us to use the key pair that we just created and downloaded to connect to our EC2 instance through the SSH command. Both the SSH command and the command to change the configuration of the file permission is given here. We can follow along and use the command to SSH to the instance. Now we will be connecting to the instance directly from this EC2 instance connect option, and there is an option to directly connect to our instance through this web-based interface. Let's start by running some apt commands. apt, okay, prefer to use sudo, I believe. Okay, it's running quite well. Once the apt update is done, we will also be performing the apt upgrade. So let's write it down. Sudo e and let's just say yes. Now it may take a couple of seconds to fully complete, so we will catch up in a moment. Okay, then we will be press OK a couple of times. That's it. apt update and upgrade is done. Okay, that's it. We have configured and launched our EC2 instance. In the next video, we will be showing how to host a containerized WordPress website in EC2 instance with Docker and Nginx. I hope the journey will be interesting and we will be learning a lot. Thank you guys for being with us and don't forget to subscribe.